Howdy guys, Jeep and Jason, and that's my helper Pinto the Dog, and today on AutoEdits Mobile Tire Repair, we're gonna be fixing another tire on the wife's Tesla. These highfalutin tires seem to be like nail magnets lately, and we don't even drive the thing that much. And we'll be digging into the Jeep tool bag again to plug this thing. So let me show you how to do this, save a few bucks. All right, so we are just going to dig in to the back of the Jeep here, and we're gonna grab some of our basic tools. We got a socket, jack. Let's get this going. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started by using the little puck that we bought last time to do the tire rotation, and that goes in this little hole right here in the chassis. All right, and then let's just go up. Now I have the wheel chalked over there on the other side to be safe, and the parking brake set. So let's just get this wheel off the ground. That's all we need to go, is right there. Then you take a little pick. Hey Pinto, how's it going? Come here. It's actually really hot out here in California today. You doing okay? All right, get on your blanket in the shade. I set her up under the mobile workbench area. So we'll put that here. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see if we can find the culprit. There it is. It's not a nail, it's actually a screw this time. What are you gonna do? Yep, that's it. That's our only leak. So there you go, that's our culprit right there. It's a slow leak, but it's a substantial enough one that every day or so it just goes flat. And with these special tires that the Model 3 has, you don't want to drive these things on flat or low pressure. Ask us how we know. This is our third, actually we've replaced one tire because of a pinch flat, just actually hitting a pothole and just snake biting and pinching the side of the tire. Inside of this tire is a bit of foam. We found out when that happened, and that's what makes these tires kind of expensive. So this tire is about $360 to replace. The last time I went through this on the last nail, and it's just pure luck of the draw. I don't know if you guys have had sections of that in your driving careers where it's like been years, you haven't had a flat tire, then you get a nail, and then you get a nail in the next couple of weeks. Well, that's what happened here. So we're now every 3 weeks we get a nail in one of these tires. And the first go around, we took it to a couple of tire shops, and because of that foam in there, the first one would just flat out wouldn't do it. A lot of tire shops actually said, bring it in, we'll do it. It costs a little bit extra to open it up, cut the foam away, and then put a patch on the inside. Now a patch is the best way to go here. A plug that we're gonna do, like the 4x4 style, is, well, here's the benefit of it, it's free. We have one on the other side of this car that's working perfectly, and it's something that we can do right here. We don't have to deal with the tire shop, so let's get it going. All right, so this is my normal run bag that I take with me in the Jeep on most trips, and yeah, it's a work in process. It's just a suitcase, but I'm still dialing in all that in. I think all of our Jeeps are a work in progress. Matter of fact, my tool, if you can notice here, my tool bag where I keep my tools for patching is in a very dangerous place. I have actually drawn blood multiple times because they just like to poke through. See that right there? That's one of the tools we're gonna get. So I'm gonna get one of those fancy tool patch kits. I've seen a few of them on the market. I just, you know, it's one of those things that you're like, I got one, it works fine. And so you get these little guys. So basically what you're gonna use here is this corrugated awl, and that's gonna rough up the hole once we get the screw out of there. And then we're gonna take one of these little rubberized strips here, stick it through this little eyelet, and then that will actually be our patch. We'll jam that in and get that in there. So let's get over to the tire and get the screw out and get this loaded up and ready to rock. All right, so first up we need to get the offending intrusion out of the tire. Look at that go. All right, so now I'll get my microphone by that. You can hear it's got definitely a leak. It is punctured through, so then you take your awl. So now you actually have to make a hole or else you can't get your patch in. So this part's Kind of sucks, but it's part of the drill. You knew the job was dangerous when you took it. Anybody remember what cartoon that came from? You knew the job was dangerous when you took it? Come on, old people will know, my age. So you can see some of the foam coming out, and what I want to do is what I did before that seemed to have worked well is really kind of clearance that foam behind here, so that way we stack the deck in our favor for the rubber to take on the inside. All right, now we get our patch. All right, now that our patch is in, I give it a twist and a pull, and that should just do it. I know it seems too easy, but most of the time that has worked for me. And I say most of the time. And then what you do is you have these little guys here, get some wire cutters, diagonal cutters, and just trim those. Those will also wear down a little bit. I just like to make this a little bit neater in the meantime. But there you go. Let's do the ultimate test and spray a little bit of soapy water on it. See if it passes the soapy water test, and I don't see any bubbles. We definitely got this one first try, so there you have it. All right, then we'll just throw this little guy back on. Oh, here's our little screw. I forgot that tried to escape. Look how pristine that thing is. Huh. Probably should make sure not to lose that, because I'll pick it up in one of my vehicles, but let's get this on. Wheel on. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ambidextrous lug nut threading. Anybody else practice doing that? All right. Get this buzz down. Okay, wheel is tight enough. Let's drop her down. Oh, she's a flat. Pull our little puck off so you don't drive away and leave that somewhere. Now we'll torque these things down now that it's sitting on the ground and not going anywhere on us. 129 foot-pounds. That's what the Tesla manual calls for. Look how close those were. Oh, I know my impact gun so well. And boom. Now to air this thing back up, instead of getting the air hose from way over there in the garage, we're gonna do this full mobile mechanic style. And I don't have a power tank compressed air inflator, but I do have my nitrogen shock inflator, and I have a lot of extra nitrogen because it turns out it takes a lot less than I thought to do that. So let's go ahead and fill it with nitrogen, man. That'll go with all the highfalutenness of this car. It'll be perfect, right? So we'll put that on. Now, if you're wondering if you can fill a tire with nitrogen, yeah, absolutely you can. A lot of race teams will actually do that because nitrogen is a very non-volatile gas, or an inert gas, so it's less affected by temperature. This is something so overkill and not necessary for this. I'm just having fun because I hardly get to use this tank because my nitrogen shocks in the truck and the Jeep take so little. This is just kind of a fun exercise to play with. And you can see it just filled that. You know, this is a low profile tire, so it doesn't take that much. If I were to try to fill up one of the Jeep tires, the truck tires, it would empty this tank, just not enough volume. All right, there it is, 40 PSI dead on, and we'll drive it and see. The sensor will take a second to kind of catch back on, and there it is. We just patched a hole in the Tesla tire with our Jeep junk, and even used our shock filler to air up the tire again. So that's pretty fun. All that's left to do now is go take it for a drive and just make sure that all of our pressures show up correctly. It'll take us just a minute or two for the sensors to catch on. I like any excuse I can to go take this thing for a drive because it is a pretty radical car. It is on the list of things to go and do a test drive with. So we see 1 tire pressure already show up. 2, 3. All we're waiting for, oh, that's the one that we did. So passenger rear is at 40, exactly where we set it. One's at 41, 42, and we'll give it another second or two. $41. All right, boom, there you have it. They all register and look good. They're all close. Of course, you know me. I'm going to dial them all in so they're perfect again. So count on that. And there you have it. I would say that was a very successful repair. Cost us $0 and cents. That stuff I had in the kit. So maybe 1 little tiny piece of rubber strip. I would say that was successful. So you know what that means? Since we're out and about in this thing, let's go find a place to have some fun. You'll see what I mean. It's so funny how certain cars, Pinto is so particular. Jeep, it's backseat. Truck, it's backseat. Mustang and Tesla, front seat all the way. She likes to be right up here with the human. I know you guys already know all this stuff about this thing, but watch this. Let's make Pinto fart. Come on, right? That's funny. Pinto, excuse you. Come on. Okay, yes, I owe you guys a Tesla video to share some of these fun things. A lot of you guys know all of this stuff already. A lot of us have already played with these things, but this is the thing that I've been wanting to play with. Beach Buggy Racing 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Woohoo! Let's get them! Pinto Beach Buggy Racing! Oh no! This is so cool! Oh my gosh! Give me some power! Oh, I can't pass anybody. Look, we're drifting a Tesla! Pinto! Oh, we got some air. This is so much fun! There you go. So for a reward, for a job well done, little video games inside the car. I mean, this thing is just a riot. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna play this as long as Pinto tolerates it. And until next time, enjoy your drive. How cool is it to play video games with your car? Pretty soon the wife's gonna wonder where I'm at. I have to head home. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.